Good afternoon, students. So we'll continue with the chapter Constitutional Design. From civics. So yesterday we were talking about what does a constitution do? What does a constitution do? This was the question. So we have discussed 2 points, yet there were 4 points. 2 points we discussed. First was it generates a degree of trust and coordination that is necessary for diverse group to live. Like we saw in the example of South Africa, there what happened, the black people, when they got the power, first of all the British, the white people oppressed the black people. They discriminated them, right? They oppressed them. Still, when black people got the power, they did not made any kind of revenge, they did not made any kind of discrimination. Actually they sat with their oppressor, with the white people, and they took their opinion and made the constitution. That means they gave the equal opportunity, equal value to the oppressor also, right? So that kind of thing we saw in the South African constitution when it was made. So what happened there? There, if you see the white people who actually lost the power, they actually now were having a kind of trust on the black people, right? Earlier they oppressed them, but now they were having a kind of trust because they have given them the equal value which whites have not given to them, right? So like this, if you see, the constitution build a trust, and like this there will be a coordination among the diverse group of people, right? The second topic was it specifies how the government will be constituted, who will have power to take which decision. Now we have rules, we have laws for each and everything, how a person will come into power. For that also we have rules, laws. Yes or no? So here what you see, it is not like if anyone is having money, he will be the prime minister or president, right? It is not like that. They have to go through the laws, they have to go through the election. So like this, the law has been mentioned how the government will be formed, how the person will be MP, MLA. If for everything, we have law in the constitution. And what work will be done by whom? That is also explained in the constitution. And here it has been taken care of that the power does not go into one hand, because that can be dangerous for the citizen, right? Now third point which is there, it lays down limits on the powers of the government and tells us of citizens. Now here what you see in constitution, as I already told, that it has been taken care of that the power does not go into one hand. There should be no absolute power in one hand. If that will be situation, there will be no democracy. It will in fact become dictatorship. Then that person can do anything, right? Now what is there, if any law has been passed in the parliament, the people still can protest against that. They can show that they are disagree with that, right? Also they can appeal in the court. They can go to court if they do not agree with that government. So still there are ways where the government can be restricted, and how that can be done. So it is mentioned in the constitution that these are the ways which people can follow if they disagree with the government. Like this, they have the control on the government. Also, if representatives are not working as per the citizen, at least on 5 years there will be election where they can just throw that government. Right? They can change the government. The citizen has right that of changing the government. Right? So like this, our constitution has put limits on the government power. It has such kind of, like any of the constitution has such kind of laws by which it can limit the power of government, because it is very necessary. If there will be no limit on the government's power, they will act as dictatorship. They will not work as per the citizen. They will act for their own benefits. They will not work for the citizen, and it will be no democracy, right? Also, if you see, it tells us rights of citizen. The constitution also tells what is the right of citizen. Like I told, if you disagree with any government policy, at least you can raise your voice. If you feel government is discriminating, government is oppressing, we have such kind of rights that we can express our feelings that we disagree with you, right? So what are the rights of citizen? That also is being written in the constitution. So like this, it can, the limit on the government can be there, and if citizen is knowing their rights, they can act accordingly, right? Also, next is, it expresses the aspirations of the people about creating a good society. Now, if you see, the fourth one is, it expresses the aspirations of the people about creating a good society. See, what happens? The way society a mindset is there, the same way constitution will be there. Now, if you compare the constitution of developed countries, the countries which are more developed, the Western countries which have different tradition and culture, if you compare to India, so they have the constitution as per their culture. The way their society work, the same way their constitution is there. Now, as per we have our culture and tradition in our India, that way our constitution is there. And still, if you see, it is being amended time to time as the thinking of the people is developing, changing. The same way the constitution is being amended. Right? The way society changes, the same way the constitution also changes. So you can find some of the things in society, according to that, constitution is amended. Understood? So like this, if you see, our constitution has the expression of people. Actually, it has the expression of people, right? Obviously, if you want to make rules, you will obviously make rule which can be followed, right? As per the way you are living, the same way you will make the rules. So these things, if you see, the way the mindset of society is there, the same way, the same aspiration can be seen in the constitution. Okay, is there any question till now, anyone? Ah, yes, ask a question. What question you have? Please ask if you have any question. And one more thing I want to tell you people, in the holiday homework, the question 1, what are the factors affecting the Indian climate? That was the question, not climate. See, I already explained this term in previous chapter, that if okay, so if the question is what are the factors affecting the climate, you can write latitude, altitude, uh, sorry, wind pressure, all those things. But when it comes specifically, what are the factors affecting the Indian climate, you have to mention those 5 points, like the low pressure at Tibetan Plateau, low pressure at northern plain because of the ITCs, it's shifting. Then water and land cooling and heating differences. Then you have Madagascar, high pressure on Madagascar. Then you have jet stream. So these things you need to mention when it comes in context of India. Understood? Now the Aman asked a question, why Nelson Mandela told that he was against the white domination as well as black domination. That is what I explained in the South African constitution. As per the Nelson Mandela, like he was a follower of Mahatma Gandhi. And what was the Mahatma Gandhi's thinking? An eye for an eye will make the whole world blind. That means if you are taking revenge, what has been done with you, for that you are going to take revenge, again you are just starting a cycle of revenge that will continue. That was the thinking of Mahatma Gandhi as well as Nelson Mandela. So what he thought, as per him, he was against if white people are dominating the black people, that is also wrong. But if black people got power and they are dominating white people, that is also wrong. So he was against that. Understood? And what he did, for that, he sat with that white people and together they made the constitution. Understood? So that there will be no revenge cycle start. Suppose today this black people got power. Tomorrow again it may happen that white people got power. Again the same thing they will do with the black people. So he wanted to end that cycle. And he was having the chance to do that. So that is why he told that I am against the white domination and as well as black domination. That I don't want white people to dominate black one, and if black people get power, they should not dominate the white people. That was his thinking. Okay. Now our next topic is Okay, making of Indian Constitution. Till now we discussed about South Indian Constitution. Now we will start discussing about our constitution. Making of Indian Constitution. What were the problems? What solutions people found? Those things we are going to discuss. Okay. Now, Indian Constitution was drawn up under very difficult circumstances. Now, why was that? That we need to understand what was the situation in India while forming the constitution. So, what were the challenges in front of the people? So, first challenge was just a minute. So, first challenge was diverse group of people. So first challenge was diverse group of people. As we know that India is the land of diversity, and that diversity is very high diversity. If you see, in almost all the aspects we have diversity. You have in clothing, fooding, caste system, religion. So very sensitive issues are there. If you take the word diversity, very sensitive things are also there, right? So this diverse group of people was the first problem in constitution building. So what should happen in South Africa? If you see, the black and white people sat together and they did the things. But in India, if you see, everywhere you have different culture, different traditions, different religions. So it was a huge diversity in the India, right? Very high range of diversity was there. So that was a very, what I am telling what were the challenges, what was the difficult circumstances in India while making the constitution. So I am telling about diverse group of people. If you talk about India, the range of diversity is very high. So everywhere you can find diversity in food habit, in clothing, in tradition, in culture, song, music, anything. If you pick caste, religion, which are very sensitive issue, right, there also you have a huge range of diversity. It is not that only two or three religions are there, or two or three cultures are there, and you sit and you two three, as per two three culture and religion, you make the law for everyone. So that was not the situation. So a very huge range of diversity was there. So, to accommodate all those diverse groups with one law was a very difficult work to do, right? Now, second is, then you have partition on the basis of religious differences. Now, that time, if you see, there was a very high communal tension in Hindu and Muslim because there was partition, right? So, at that time, the communal tension was very, very high. Now, to now the religions like Hindus and Muslims, everywhere riots were going on. So in that situation, making such a law that the sentiments of Hindu should not be heard, the sentiments of Muslim should not be heard, was a very sensitive issue and very difficult work to do. Understood? To make both agree on the same law where they were against each other was very difficult work to do that time. Now problem of integration of princely states. Now here what happened, and third problem was problem of integration of princely states. Now what Britishers did, they played a very tricky game. They told, when India was freed by this colonialism, at that time these Britishers told these princely states, the states which were under kings, those states were free to go with Pakistan or to go with India or to be an independent country. All the three options they gave to these princely states. This was a very tricky game. How this was a tricky game? See, suppose this is India. Here you have Hyderabad. Okay, Hyderabad you have. Now, Hyderabad was the princely state, and it was the last state last princely state which came into this India. Now, what happened? The king was not ready to go with India. The king wanted to be independent country so that his rule can be there. Okay, so he wanted Hyderabad to be independent. The people wanted to go with India. Okay, that was the condition in Hyderabad. Suppose this all India is one country, and in between there is Hyderabad one country. It will make difficult to run the things, right? If in between India there will be one country, Hyderabad, so it will be very difficult to run. And like this, not only Hyderabad, there were many princely states having the same condition. So suppose in between, if 2-3 other countries are there, how India will govern? It will make difficult to govern the things, right? So this was again one big problem in front of the people. Now they have to make the constitution in such a way that they can agree, they can make this king agree to come with India. Right. Now they were also free to go with Pakistan, and they were free to come in India, and they were free to be independent. If they want to be independent countries, they can do that. So in that case, it was very difficult for India to make such a constitution where you have such a diverse group of people, so that everyone's interest should be there. It should not be there that you are making some law and the other communal group got hurt because of that. So that should not be condition. They have to keep in mind. The second thing, partition was there on the basis of religion. Now that was a major problem. Anyways, that was a very sensitive issue because rights were already going on. There were already rights, and in that situation, if you make law, if suppose two people are against each other, to make an agreement is a very difficult work where both of them can agree. So that was the situation. Third, this princely states. Now the challenge was to make such a constitution where all the diverse group will be accommodated, this Hindu-Muslim religious problem will be solved, and as well as this princely state problem will be solved. So all these things should be in one constitution. So for that, a lot of study, a lot of thing was needed, a lot of discussion, a lot of debate was needed, right? It was a very difficult work to do. Any question, anyone till now? If you have any question, please mention it. Okay, so we'll move ahead. Next is the path to constitution. Okay, before that, I want to tell you, people, that the date has been not yet decided when you need to come to school physically, but you will be notified when it will be done. But the other thing is, when you come to school, the procedure will be same as now. Okay, so the students who are at home, they would be getting the videos. Okay, they can join the Zoom class, because the class will be given on Zoom as well. Okay, so like that, the students who are at home, they can also get the videos and they can do the class. Okay, so next thing is the path to constitution. What were the thing, how the way, what was the way on which the people went to form the constitution, that we will discuss. Okay, now what happened, there was advantage. Now the South Indian constitution was formed, so because of that also, the people were having advantage. They have seen the process, how the things have been done, what these people did. So because of that also, they were having advantage. Now it developed a consensus, that is a thought in the people. Now what happened, if you see, yes, there were communal issues going on, but still, if you see, the people, all the people were united during the freedom struggle, right? Whether they were of any religion, any caste, they all fought together against the British. That was another issue, that they were having communal issues, and because of that, partition was there. But still, there were many Muslims there in the India, there were many Hindus there in the Pakistan. So if you see, yes, there was diversity, the people were having differences, but still, during freedom struggle, they came together, and they were united. They agreed on the same thing, right? Having different opinion, they agreed on the same thing. So this unity actually built a thought in them. So if you see, there was they were actually going on the way of togetherness. Understood? They were actually going on the way of togetherness, they were united. So they basically were agreeing on the same thing. So like that, there was path towards constitution. Understood? They were going towards the constitution. There was the mindset was actually like earlier the people were thinking, no, we are different, they were having different opinions and very what you say, very rigid opinions. So in that scenario, if you see, this freedom struggle brought everyone together, and it built a thought of togetherness and this united them, that made everyone to come on the same decision, same opinion. So like this was advantage. Okay, it brought the people together. Now what happened in 1928? Motilal Nehru, he drafted a constitution, okay, with 8 other leaders. He drafted a constitution, and for that constitution, a resolution was passed in 1931 Karachi session of Indian Constitution. From here only the problem started. Now Jinnah was thinking that Motilal Nehru is going to make the constitution. Now he will make the constitution as per the Hindu people, so our opinion will be not there. So like that they asked for separate country. They thought that our opinion will be not taken. Now everything will be done by Motilal Nehru, and he will do as per the Hindu thing. All the Hindus opinion will be kept in that, so we will not able to accommodate in that. So from here he started to ask for a different country. Okay, so but basically what happened to here the people of India actually got an idea, right? So if you see Motilal Nehru, when he drafted a constitution, basically they got an idea that how our constitution would be, what should be there in our constitution. That idea was with them, right? So we have more points in this topic which we will discuss in next class. If you have any question, go through the class, go through the discussion once more, and if you find any confusion, any question, you can ask it tomorrow. Okay, thank you everyone for today.